Hello. So I have been getting a lot of questions from my students in particular, and it might be students across the nation's problem right now. What is scientific notation? I can't remember. And that makes sense because scientific notation is for real like one of the first things that you learn during the school year. And at least in my class, we hadn't got the chance to go over that yet. We haven't got the chance to review it before we left for spring break and then ultimately coronavirus. So here's a quick, brief tutorial review on converting things from standard notation, which is just a regular number, into scientific notation. So standard notation looks something like this. It's just a regular number like this, okay? And the reason we use scientific notation is because it takes these huge numbers and turns them into something smaller and more manageable. So you want to start by finding, where is my decimal? Well, we know the decimal is right there, okay? It's at the very end because this is technically 0.0, all right? So we are going to take this decimal and move it to the left all the way until we come up with a number that is between 1 and 10. So let me just show you. You're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Put a decimal right there. We moved it, okay? This is what I mean by a number between 1 and 10, because this ends up being 3.69 in between 1 and 10, okay? Now, with scientific notation, you always put, after your number, you put times 10. Only thing missing is our exponent, okay? What's going to be our exponent, you ask? Well, however many times you move the decimal, that's your exponent. So we moved this one 6 times. This started out as a big number, so our exponent will be positive. Note, big number means positive exponent, okay? So there is converting large numbers into scientific notation. If you were to put this into your calculator, 3.69 times 10 to the 6th, you would end up with that. That's how you can check your answer for this, okay? So next, I am going to show you how to convert a small number that is in standard form into scientific notation. So the way you would do that is, let's say it's 0.0000369. Let's just use the same 3 typical numbers, okay? Same thing, we're going to move our decimal all the way until it is between 2 numbers that will make this a number between 1 and 10. So I'm going to move my decimal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, okay? So we have 3.69, just like last time. Again, you always will put times 10. However, this time when you do your exponent, it's going to be negative. So small number, so I always tell my kids, if it starts out as a decimal, it's going to have a negative exponent, okay? So small number will have a negative exponent. So how many times did we move our decimal over? We moved it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Our answer right here. Again, if you put this into your calculator, you would get this. Always check your work, okay? So that's all for this one. I'm going to create another video on basically doing the opposite, transforming from scientific notation to standard notation. Please bear with me. I'm getting the hang of doing all of this. It's kind of weird teaching and not having the person right next to me. I'm a big talker. I talk with my hands a lot, so it's really weird doing that and you can't even see what I'm doing. So I'm learning. Thank you for your patience, and I hope this was helpful.